Hi mga kakusina! Welcome back to the Cuisinaire at its finest. Medyo sinipag ang kusinera nyo today, so we are going to make Chap Chae. Since usong-uso din ang K-drama, K-pop, gagawa tayo ng Korean dish for today. So we will cook bokchoy in boiling water. Supposedly, spinach guys ang ginagamit sa Japchae. Kaya lang, wala akong makitang spinach sa grocery or sa palengke. So instead, I opted for bokchoy or Taiwan pechay. So we're gonna cook this, boil this until soft na siya, drain and set it aside. Now, in the same boiling water na ginamit natin, we will now cook the glass noodles. So, makikita nyo to sa Korean grocery, guys. Glass noodles ang preferred na gamitin because that's the whole reason for you to having chapchae. Ito yung chewy na noodles na gustong-gusto nating texture sa ating bibig. Now, we will cook this depending on the package instructions. In this case, I cooked it for 8 minutes until the glass noodles are soft and chewy. So, once luto na yung ating glass noodles, papatayin na natin yung apoy ng ating kalan. We're gonna drain this, and my tip to you is do not wash your noodles. Just drain it, and then using the same pot where I boiled my noodles, lalagyan ko lang siya ng sesame oil para hindi dumikit yung noodles sa ating pot dahil mainit pa siya. And I'm gonna add more sesame oil and mix it with the noodles para hindi siya magdikit-dikit. So, yung ating bokchoy na binoil kanina, ipapatong lang natin ito sa ibabaw ng ating noodles. And dito sa pot na to, dito tayo magmi-mix later on ng ating chapchae. So, for the other components of the dish, we have flat eggs. Iba ito guys sa scrambled eggs, and I'm gonna show you how to make it. So, I'm using 2 eggs and I'm adding a pinch of salt for each egg. Babatiin natin ito. And in a pan, we're gonna heat up a small amount of oil and lulutuin natin yung flat egg. So, the fact that it's called flat eggs, flat lang po siya. Para siyang, you can say, lumpia wrapper. Okay? So, ganito yung paggawa niya, guys. Low heat lang para hindi masunog yung ating eggs at yellow pa rin ang kulay. So, after we make our flat eggs, isi-set aside natin ito. And we're gonna let it cool down dahil hihiwain natin ito later on into thin strips. Okay, next component would be our aromatics. So, we're gonna heat up oil in the same pan where we cooked our eggs. And we're gonna saute white onions. White onions ang gagamitin nyo guys, hindi red onions because this is much sweeter compared to the red na medyo pungent. Don't forget to add a pinch of salt whenever you cook each component to help cook it and to help flavor it. And pag medyo soft na yung ating white onions, we're gonna add the spring onions. And same thing, we're gonna cook this down until soft na siya but not overcooked, and then we're gonna add it to the collecting pot that we have kasama nung bokchoy and noodles. Okay, I'm adding oil again after cooking the onions. This time we're gonna cook our red colored vegetables, starting with the carrots. Same thing, gisa, add a pinch of salt para matulungan nating maluto yung ating carrots. And once it is soft, we're gonna add the red bell peppers. So, we're gonna saute this. Medyo soft siya, pero hindi malamog, guys. Okay? There has to be that crunch always. So, you're gonna have to eyeball this. Okay? We're gonna add oil again. And this time, we're gonna saute garlic with our mushrooms. So, naglagay ako ng garlic, guys, because mushrooms, they act like a sponge. So, kung anong lasa yung ilalagay mo together with them, i-absorb ng mushroom. So, masarap pag merong garlicky flavor yung ating mushrooms. I'm also adding or drizzling it with sesame oil and still a pinch of salt. So while we are waiting for the shiitake mushrooms to cook, I'm gonna roll up our egg now and slice it thinly into strips. And ganito lang siya kadali, guys. This is gonna give a bright yellow color to our japchae. So the mushrooms are cooked. And the same thing, ilalagay din natin siya sa ating collecting bowl with the other cooked ingredients. So we're almost done, guys, with the recipe. We're gonna make the sauce now. We're gonna use 3/4 cup of soy sauce mixed with 6 teaspoons of sugar. Yun naman talaga yung signature taste ng japchae. It's on the sweet side. And I'm gonna add finely ground black pepper to taste. So I'm gonna mix this all together. And I'm gonna pour it into our collecting pot with all of the cooked ingredients. And I'm gonna use my hands, guys, to mix everything together because gusto ko yung nararamdaman ko yung bawat ingredients para I can handle it with care. Kasi minsan nasisira siya pag tongs ang gamit mo or mix ka ng mix gamit ang utensil. Lastly, we're gonna add our egg strips and I'll just continue mixing this by hand until well distributed na ang bawat sahog ng ating japchae. I can guarantee you, guys, na napakasarap nito. Ang dami niyang sahog. So if you really want to make your own yung hindi tinipid na japchae, you follow this recipe. So what I do is if I serve it, I toast some sesame seeds and bubudburan ko siya sa ibabaw. You can use this as a presentation guide. There you have it, mga kakusina, my own version of the japchae Korean dish.